Hello guys, today we are going to discuss the coolest things that were invented and created in December in 2023. So about all of these things, I created a lot of shorts, so you can go to our channel and watch them yourself. But today we are going to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of these products. So let's get started. The first one is Porche Panamera that is bouncing. It looks like lowriders. Maybe the purpose of this was something connected with the Mercedes-Benz, and as far as you remember, this company, Mercedes, created the special bouncing effect for deserts so people could move out of the sand. But this one I don't know really. I don't know where this will be used, but I think it's more like marketing. 100% was in all news sites and everyone was talking about this. This is definitely a marketing thing. I'm sure about this. Alright guys, the next one is extremely cool in my opinion. Scientists created some extremely small robots with the size of human cell basically, and they inject them into the human's body and they come to damaged cells, and then they rebuild the bones, the connections between these cells, and the cells start to grow. For now, I don't know for sure if it causes some other diseases, like as far as you know, the cancer is like rapid cells growth, and for now, this is really cool technology. It will help the majority of people to recover from different traumas, but we will see about this. Alright guys, the next one, in my opinion, is pretty dangerous. I don't know for sure how people will invent this. They are basically inventing for some time, like maybe by 2025 this will be in mass market. But I read about this company, it's like a startup, and although it's a startup, but they invited a lot of scientists in this group, and I read some articles about this, and they prove us that this is not harmful for people's body, but I'm not really sure. The thing is that this is like a bracelet for your head. I'll say like this: when you go for sleep, you can put this bracelet on your head, go to sleep. This will send the signals to your brain. The people who experienced lucid dreams, they will understand this. While you sleep, your brain has the same activity as was in your work day, so you can be both asleep and awake, so you can work while you're sleeping. But this is not really good for your brain. It's my opinion. I'm not a scientist, but I think that if you have been working for the whole day, your brain needs to get some rest, and the night is the right time so you can relax and the brain can get rid of the harmful liquids. It can repair some things inside of it, but you force it to work, forced to do some activity, and it's not really great for me. Guys, what do you think? Maybe you write down to the comments. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm not a scientist, but I think it's not okay. Alright guys, the next one is laser that protects garden from any birds, squirrels, rabbits, etc. For now, I think it's extremely cool invention. So basically, as far as you know, a lot of farmers use really harmful liquids for their gardens, so vegetables, fruits, etc. can grow without damage from birds, bugs, etc. But with this laser, you don't kill anyone and anything, but control the activity in your garden with the laser that's not harmful at all. I think all people all over the world will like this idea. Alright guys, the next one, I have to say it's pretty creepy. I couldn't believe for the first sight, maybe it's like fake one, but I don't want to believe this, but if it's true, I think we are in false world to live. Like, this is the masks for presidents, and this is like a theory where people, they don't visit public events in person, they like use these robots with this mask, and as you see, it's like a robot that puts on the head, puts on some costume, really natural movements of hands. And as you see, I don't know why he scratched its ear, but maybe it's for some natural movement, something like this, but this is extremely creepy. Alright, the next one is about the technology of making CGI. Not really CGI, it's like making characters, making their avatars, so it will be more realistic, more natural. And as far as I know, this was created by Meta company. Meta owns Facebook. Maybe someone of you don't know. I think they created this technology to making really precise pictures and models of these people, not for games. They had some idea of making virtual meetings so people could meet in VR, and I think they develop AR for now, so people can scan their faces and then join the meetings like in ARs that they don't have together in the office. They can connect to the meeting with this technology, and then they will have the feeling like meeting in person. I think it's really cool. Alright guys, the next one is robot from Switzerland that has pretty awesome structure. So as far as I know, this robot is used for rescue operations, for gathering information. So I think that it's really great invention when you don't have these straight arms and legs in robot, so but you have big wheels, so you can go everywhere you have to go, and it's more mobile thing. And the one thing you were created to do is like to move something from one point to another, like for a mile or a couple miles. You don't need to have precisely built arms and legs, so basically you need 4 wheels to have a pretty big bag and just to be able to move this, and this is really great for these purposes. Alright guys, this will blow your minds. Basically this person I met on Instagram. I just scrolled reels and found this man, and I had to say it's really awesome invention. He wanted to recreate the Iron Man weapon. It looks extremely cool. Okay, the next one is interactive sand. So this is the piles of sand where you can move it, and the computer graphics that projects the levels of sand and water, etc., will refresh this image of every level and project it to the 3D form. I'm not sure that this was invented for joy purposes, but I think that it's really helpful for engineers and architects just to make some piles and quickly, visually, without any precise calculations, to make some levels and just see how buildings can be built in this landscape. And I think it's really helpful for people who work in this field. But you can make a lot of money with this, so yeah, you will invite people just to play with it, just to do some videos, and it's also marketing thing. Right guys, and the next one is everyone's hated topic, AI. I put the image of this girl just to attract your attention. Maybe you have seen this video. This is the problem of AI. As far as you know, a lot of people were frauded by the problem, by this, like by copying the voice of someone's daughter, son, wife, etc., so, like relative, and they made fake calls, something like this, and it's a completely AI generated thing. I'm not sure about the video, but the voice is 100%. Maybe his video too. The advice from this video is not to share any video, sound of you, how you look like, how you sound like, so your relatives and close friends won't be frauded. But I think it's really hard in our age of media to not to post anything, but I think you can post this. It's like with phishing emails. You have to know how to protect yourself and your company, your co-workers with this, and you have to know the actions, what you should do just to prevent this. Of course, you can share your media, but you have to know that the call, for example, is not from your daughter, especially when it's unknown user. You can gather your family and set like secret words that you are 100% sure that this is the person who talks to you. This will be dog, for example. And when this person calls you from unknown phone number, the first question you ask it is, what is the secret word? In 99%, this person won't answer it. Or you don't have to make a secret word. You can just ask the question, what was the last activity or what was the last event you did with this person? What did we buy yesterday for our Indian movie, for example? And this will be nice question to ask. So guys, the next invention, I think you love this. This is the exoskeleton for disabled people, so they can walk without any trouble. You just sit down in this like chair, something like this, and you make some movements. I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't remember exactly what controls this exoskeleton, but as far as I know, maybe it's either the controlling with your mind or you control with your hands. So you can walk, you can grab the things, you can sit down. So it really extends the range of movements for disabled people, and it really simplifies the life for them. Until maybe in the future you will definitely have like microchips that will do this for you. It's like will be connected to brain of disabled people, and they will control the legs with their brain without the chip. But for now, this invention is really great. It doesn't require you to make any operation. You just sit in this exoskeleton and you just move. Isn't it cool? The next one is not that cool that were before, but I would definitely visit this museum. It's like, this is a museum in Dubai of the future where you can go into like small room that will demonstrate, like there's the screen above and the screen below that demonstrates how would you go to the space station if there's a bridge on the earth and on the station, like as far as you see. And yeah, it's really cool, especially if you have these sound effects, you have air movements, etc. I think it's extremely cool to experience this. Guys, write down below if you would like to visit this museum, and I won't say a lot about this, I just want to watch this. It's extremely cool ASMR process, and yeah, you just need to watch this. You see how many things there are. There are a lot of technologies, so they can make really precise cuts on the tires. You know that there's a balancing that you have to have the same amount of grams on each side of the tire, so the car won't go off the roads, etc. Guys, it's not connected with technology. This is the video that I just found on the internet just for you to laugh. Basically, as far as we know, Japan lives in technological era, and they have really cool robots, cool technologies. Simple ice cream machine. What can go wrong? Oh, alright guys, AI again. So for now, you can see that these are AI anchors that definitely look and sound like real people. They even move like the real people. You can see that it's like maybe half a year ago there was the technology that also created some people with the AI, but they moved really not really naturally. But this, as you may see, like look at these arms, just look at them, look at the movement of the mouth, and it's crazy, I have to say. Like they can work 24/7, they don't have to make a break, they can make a mistake, so they can fully be controlled by technology. And isn't it cool? They don't have any emotions. Yeah, this is the problem. Basically, they just simply tell you the information that they were scripted to. I think this is the problem. But who watches the news? Do you remember the last time you turn on the TV and you watch the news? No. So for now, a lot of people read Twitter posts, Telegram posts. Basically, they get the news information from there. And although this is the cool thing to create, yeah, I think a lot of TV shows will use this, but I think a lot of people go from watching to reading, especially in news fields. I think this won't be actual in maybe 10 years, something like this. Guys, what do you think? Right, guys, that's it for now. The December was pretty good, especially with AI. So a lot of AI inventions were created, and I think we are full of AI and we don't want to see it in the near future if it's like AI news anchors, etc. But in the December there were some inventions that were pretty good for healthcare, such as micro robots, exoskeletons for disabled people. I think they will definitely improve the world, and let's see what's waiting for us in January. So let's meet in a month. Bye.